Hello knowledge seekers, welcome back to our channel. We've all heard the saying greed is good, often associated with Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street. But is greed really good? Use your seatbelt and maybe a helmet, because this is a roller coaster ride through the highs and lows of money, power and the human nature. Let's start with a simple truth. Money makes the world go around. But what happens when the desire for more takes over? In our video today, our protagonist is Alex, a young, ambitious trader with big dreams. Alex grew up in a modest neighborhood, watching his parents struggle to make ends meet. He vowed to never live that way. For Alex, greed wasn't a dirty word, it was motivation. It was the fire that pushed him to work harder, dream bigger, and take risks no one else would. Alex's big break came when he joined one of the most prestigious firms on Wall Street. He was surrounded by people who believed in one mantra: greed is good. It wasn't just about making money, it was about winning, dominating, and coming out on top. And Alex was ready to play the game. Alex's rise was meteoric. He made bold moves, took huge risks, and leaped and reaped the rewards. But here's the thing about greed. It's never satisfied. The more Alex had, the more he wanted. He started cutting corners, bending rules, and convincing himself that the end justifies the means. Sound familiar? This is where our story takes a dramatic turn. But let's pause for a moment and look at real-life examples. The 2008 financial crisis. Greed wasn't just a personal flaw here, it was systemic. Banks took insane risks, betting on subprime mortgages. And when it all came crashing down, the world felt the impact. People lost their homes, their jobs, their life savings, and the ones at the top, many walked away unscathed, richer than ever. This is the dark side of greed in finance. Alex was no longer the wide-eyed dreamer he once was. He was caught in a web of his own making. The money, the power, the adrenaline, it was intoxicating. But at what cost? His relationships were crumbling, his health was deteriorating, and the guilt was starting to creep in. Greed has given him everything, but it was also taking everything away. Every story has a turning point, and for Alex, it came when he lost someone he loved, a close friend who couldn't handle the pressure of the financial world. It was a wake-up call. Alex realized that greed might be good for building wealth, but it's terrible for building a life. He had to make a choice: keep chasing the money or find a way to balance ambition with integrity. Alex walked away from the glitz and glamour of Wall Street. He started a non-profit to help people rebuild their lives after financial disasters. It wasn't easy, but for the first time in years, he felt like he was making a real difference. Greed had taught him a hard lesson, but it also gave him the tools to create something meaningful. So is greed good? The answer isn't black and white. Greed can drive innovation, create opportunities, and push us to achieve the impossible. But unchecked, it can also destroy lives and economies. The key is balance, using that hunger for more to build something that lasts. Not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. What do you think? Is greed ever justified? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions like this on this channel. Before we go, let's take a quick look at history. The South Sea bubble of the 1720s was one of the first major financial bubbles. The South Sea Company stock skyrocketed based on promises of massive profit from trade with South America. People from all walks of life invested, driving the fear of missing out. but the promises were largely empty. The bubble burst, leaving thousands financially ruined. Was this simply a case of irrational exuberance, or was there an element of greed driving the speculations? Probably a bit of both. Then there is Bernie Madoff, who orchestrated the largest Ponzi scheme in history. He promised consistent high returns, attracting investors who were blinded by greed. For years, he lived a lavish lifestyle funded by other people's money. His scheme eventually collapsed, wiping out billions of dollars and shattering the lives of countless victims. This wasn't just about making money, it was about insatiable greed and a complete disregard for ethical behavior. These examples from different eras highlight a common thread. Unchecked greed can lead to reckless behavior, market instability, and devastating consequences for individuals and the economy as a whole. It can insensitize people to take excessive risks, ignoring warning signs, and even engage in outright fraud. But here's the nuanced part. Is all pursuit of profit inherently bad? Of course not. Businesses need to make a profit to survive, and investors need to see returns on their investment. The key difference lies in the how. Ethical businesses focus on sustainable growth, creating value for their customers and employees. They operate with transparency and integrity. The lessons here isn't that greed is always good or always bad. It's about understanding the potential consequences of unchecked ambitions. It's about recognizing the importance of ethical behavior, responsible risk management, and a long-term perspective. It's about remembering that the pursuit of profit shouldn't come at the expense of integrity and the well-being of others. So is greed good? The answer isn't black and white. Greed can drive innovation, create opportunities, and push us to achieve the impossible. But unchecked, it can also destroy lives and economy. The key is balance, using that hunger for more to build something that lasts, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. What do you think? Is greed ever justified? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions like this on this channel.